Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with some exciting news. DRF Formulator, the gold standard in past performance information, is now free, exclusively on DRF Bets. Join DRF Bets with the promo code WINNING, get a $250 first deposit match bonus, a $10 free bet, and free Formulator already uploaded to your account. Access Formulator's premium features, including sortable trainer stats, race replays, personalized trip notes, and lots more. Free Formulator, exclusively on DRF Bets. Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRF race of the day for Thursday, January the 27th. Let's throw up the field for race number 8 at Aqueduct. It is a $25,000 claiming race for New York breds, 4-year-olds and upward. You can download free Formulator past performances on the race of the day event page at DRF.com. Access them and handicap along with me, and when you've made your final selections, press those opinions with your DRF Bets account. You can play this race and the entire Aqueduct card on Thursday with DRF Bets. As we take a look at this field, I think this is a fascinating race from a class standpoint because you've got several horses shipping in from out of town, most notably Finger Lakes. You've got a lot of horses in this race that have back class, former stakes winners that are trying to find their correct class level in 2022, and you've got a very interesting pace situation. We throw up the Timeform US Pace Projector, and at first glance, you look at that red bar and you say, uh-oh, Steam Engine, the number 8, could be in trouble. He might have to go too fast for his own good. I would counter and say that even though Steam Engine might have to go fast in this race, he's likely not going to be going as fast as he did last time out when he got completely burned out in a speed duel. This situation might actually be easier for Steam Engine as he drops in class. We'll get to him in a little bit, but we'll begin with the horse that's hoping Timeform US's pace projection is correct, that the pace is fast, and that maybe it helps closers. And that's the one PJ advantage. In from Finger Lakes and a former stakes winner. He won the Barker at the Lakes up in 2019. Now, in the Barker, he earned a 94 Beyer speed figure. That's a career best effort by far. It's really an outlier, just looking at his lifetime past performances. And maybe that Beyer speed figure was simply due to trip. He saved ground every inch of the way. There was not a straw in his path, and he surged on home to win. He returned off of a lengthy layoff last summer at Finger Lakes. He only raced 5 times last year. Didn't win, but faced tough competition. Twice ran in stakes, and last time out, up against a slow pace and a sharp horse. The winner coming back to run second in an allowance race at Finger Lakes with a 74 Beyer. I think he gets a better pace setup in here. He has a puncher's chance if the pace is hot. He has won at Aqueduct. It'll be a price, 12-1 on the morning line. The 2 is Dark Money, and to say that Dark Money's been popular at the claim box is an understatement. He has either been claimed or had a claim voided in his last 7 races, and he's now with a high percentage Rudy Rodriguez barn. 2 starts back here in a big number, 91. And it was a race where at the beginning you wondered if he was going to have a tough trip. It was a short field. It was a compact field on the backstretch. He got steadied and shuffled back into the pocket. He was on hold on the turn, and then the trip turned golden. He got a big seam and upper stretch. He saw that clean air. He drove on through, and he settled things quickly. Good-looking performance with that 91 figure. I was expecting a lot last time out, and I was a little bit underwhelmed. He ran fine. He was second. He was beaten less than a length. But I thought he had a good trip in that race. There were 3 horses battling it out for the lead in front of him. He sat in 4th all by himself. I thought he had every chance. He just didn't get there. But he is a beacon of consistency. He's won 10 times in his career. He has tactical speed. He's a very logical contender, making his first start for Rudy. The 3 is Galani Brigade. Let's watch Galani Brigade's most recent start at Finger Lakes, November the 16th, allowance competition. This horse is just able to hold on. He loves a wet track. He's 2 for 3 on wet going, and maybe the good track condition at Finger Lakes moved him up. He broke a beat slow from the rail in this race, rushed up to contest the pace, opened up a clear lead, and was just able to hold on at the wire. Thinking he's going to face a faster pace situation this time around, and he's going to have to go a little farther. And I think that combination works against Galani Brigade, the 3. Dream Bigger is the number 4. Let's watch Dream Bigger get the better of Dark Money in the race we talked about on New Year's Day. This is the faster division of 12,500 claimers. Dream Bigger is going to get up late over Dark Money. The race hasn't come back strong just yet. 3 horses have come out of it. None have hit the board in their subsequent races. with the best buyer being 60. Dream Bigger, however, is a lot of back class. He is a 3-time stakes winner against New York breds on the NYRA circuit, and that last victory might have been just a nice, strong confidence booster. He was against Open Company, he's back in with New York breds, and I think that Dream Bigger at 6-1 offers a little bit of value based on what we've seen from him in the past. Another horse that likes to be close to the pace, maybe he'll have to adapt somewhat and come from farther out of it. Let's talk a little bit about the 5 Miss Alpha. I was taken with Miss Alpha's circuit debut on New Year's Day. This is the slower division of those 12,500 races run on New Year's Day. Let's watch Miss Alpha, who chased a very fast pace and kept on going. One of those fast early, slow late races, didn't disappoint as the favorite, but it is worth noting the race we saw was over a sloppy track. And if there's one thing Miss Alpha loves, it's a wet track. She's 5 for 6 on wet, she's 1 for 9 on fast, and maybe the sloppy track propelled her to that big performance. But she can stay close to fast paces, and she seems like a good fit at this level, stepping up off the 12-5. She's 9-2 on the morning line. Let's see if she can do it on fast going. Obviously, upgrade if the track comes up wet. Cecilia Mike cuts back in distance. And Timeform US, if you look at the late closer ratings, thinks that Cecilia Mike might be one of the best closers in this race, and he's just got a ton of back class. He's banked almost $600,000 in his career. Now, his most recent start came on December the 4th, and it was a mile race, and it doesn't look great on paper, but it was a slow pace. He was wide, and it's not like he was giving up a ton of ground at the end. I don't think it was a bad effort at all. I thought it was okay. He was entered a week later and scratched by the vet on December the 11th, and he's now turning back in distance for a barn that does well going route to sprint. Here's the formulator fact for Wayne Potts and Cecilia Mike. It's 30%, 257 ROI, dirt horses, turning back in mid-claiming races. This horse, again, obviously has the back class to win. He has won sprinting in the past. He gets some pace. He comes with a kick. He's 12-1 on the morning line. The red-hot Trevor McCarthy takes the mount. The 7's Manifest Destiny, a horse that earned a figure 2 starts back over dry going 6 furlongs. Nice race, pulling off an upset at this level. Couldn't back that race up over sloppy ground last time out, going 7/8, even though I thought he got the right pace set up. I still think he needs to prove some things. He's going to be a big price in here, so I don't want to knock him too much, especially since he likely will get a proper race flow. He's that 83 buyer from 2 starts back, though, again, kind of an outlier. More of a high 70s horse, sometimes high 60s horse. Manifest Destiny, I think, has to run his very best race. Steam Engine's the 8. Let's throw up a formulator fact for Steam Engine before we really dive into his chances. This past year for trainer Rob Actress, 33% positive ROI with first off the claim on dirt. And Actress took this horse out of his last race from Linda Rice, a very good trainer in her own right. Steam Engine's last race just broke from the inside, got hooked up with a couple of other horses, and paid the price. I'm drawing a line through that race. It was a good race as well. The 4th place finisher came back to run 3rd in a $45,000 state bred with an 81 buyer. The horses that were 1, 2, 3 after the opening quarter mile ended up being last, next to last, and 3rd from last. The pace fell apart. 2 starts back, this horse showed good speed for 45 before tiring. I think this class relief is just what the doctor ordered. You're getting the formulator fact with Actress off the claim, and this horse might be in front under an aggressive rider and Kendrick Carmouche turning into the stretch. At 3-1, he's tough to catch, might be tough to beat. If you're looking for a price, why not Rider's Regret? The 9 is shipping in from Finger Lakes Sharp. Now, we're going to watch his last race. It was only a 3 life at Finger Lakes, and he had some help in that the big favorite in this race didn't break very well, and it probably affected the race. Rider's Regret was then able to get to the front. While he did set a pressured pace, the horse that was pressuring him was 28-1. That horse didn't have much chance on paper, and the fact that that horse finished 3rd makes me think there wasn't a lot of running behind Rider's Regret. Usually when I look at races like this, I'm a little bit dubious whether this horse can, once again get back to that level. 78 buyer last time out was a career best. Maybe it was all due to trip. He has won at Aqueduct in the past. I think this outside post position gives Andre Worry some options at a big price to get forward, but not involved in the pace skirmish. He has won from off of the pace in the past. I think that Rider's Regret at 15-1 deserves at least some sort of consideration, and is, again, going to be a very good price. Gandy Dancing finished ahead of 2 next out winners. in his most recent start. That was going 7/8 of a mile over sloppy going. The 5th place finisher would come back to win an open 32,000 with an 81 buyer speed figure. That was a good field. If you want to throw out that race and say sloppy track, no good. You want to throw out the race before that, turf, fine. Then we got to go back to the Belmont race, where the 54 buyer speed figure and the voided claim for the Open 25. He ran well last time out, Gandhi Dancing. He's going to have to do a little bit better. But he was a stakes horse earlier in his career. Bingster is the number 11. Bingster's earned $330,000 in his career and was claimed out of his most recent race. Couldn't really find the excuse there. That was the day where Miss Alpha just blasted out to the front and set a legitimate pace, and Bingster just sort of ran around there. You have to wonder if Bingster's getting a little bit long in the tooth. He ran pretty well at Saratoga over the summer for 45, but since then, just kind of the wheels have come off. And I need to see a little more before I back Bingster, even though he's 20-1 on the morning line. This is a fun race. I think you have to consider horses like the number 8 Steam Engine, based on the fact that he might be able to get to the lead on the class drop. But I'm looking for a price in here. Writer's Regret, maybe I will be regretting it. Maybe he's just dressed up off of a good trip win against weaker competition. But he's sharp right now. I think this barn does pretty good work, and he might get the right setup from just off the pace. So we'll take a shot with Writer's Regret at 12-1 on the morning line in the Thursday DRF Race of the Day. Play the race, play the card with DRF Bets.